Hi. So, video, because I haven't done one in a long time, and I feel like it's necessary because there's a lot going on up here, a lot happening, and I don't want to write about it because writing about it for me is not as cathartic as talking about it. I'm an actor first, not a writer, so I believe actors enjoy talking more than we enjoy writing. So I'm going to talk. Whether you are moved by this or not is not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for me. Simple as that. It's time to do for me because I haven't for a long time. I haven't done for Damone for a long time. Yes, getting on that plane and moving to DC was doing for Damone, but getting here and doing certain things that didn't serve my purpose and didn't hmm, they didn't serve my purpose, and then they didn't do anything healthy for me. So it's time to start serving my purpose. Let's talk. What I wanted to talk about is the fact that the thing is beeping. New battery is necessary. No, I wanted to talk about. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now because of all the information I'm holding in this head of mine. Let's talk about what's necessary, what's needed in life. Let me tell you my story. I lived in California for 22 years, damn near 23, and I figured out that I wanted something more from life. I wanted to try something new. I wanted to pursue a dream. I wanted to have a degree in what I love, and that's theater, and I wanted to be able to do that in a place where I felt comfortable, in a place where I felt like I was going to learn and grow and be able to become the artist that I wanted to be. My original choices for schooling were, of course, I looked into all of the prestigious institutions for acting. I looked into Juilliard, I looked into Carnegie Mellon, I looked into NYU, looked into Pace, looked into Columbia, looked into Fordham, looked into all of these schools. And something about them didn't sit well with me, and I think it had to do with their lack of color, their lack of blackness. You know me, so you know that I'm very proud of my blackness and proud of everyone's blackness. And it's necessary in my life. So I couldn't see myself going to an institution that didn't support my blackness. I couldn't see myself going to an institution that only taught me the classics, as they call them, the Arthur Millers, the Ibsens, the Chekhovs, um, the Shakespeares, but then also didn't teach me about my blackness, didn't teach me the Lorraine Hansberrys and the James Baldwins and the August Wilsons and the Alice Childresses, those things. So then part of me decided, hey, why don't we try an HBCU? And I looked into them, and I realized that one of my inspirations in the field of entertainment and acting is Felicia Rashad, and she went to an HBCU. She graduated from Howard University, I think in 1971 or somewhere around there. So I looked into Howard and I thought about it. And then I thought against it. Then I thought about it some more. Then I changed my mind. Then I thought about it some more. And then it came to a part where I said, you know what, this is the place for me. So let's focus on that. And so I applied, and I did everything that was necessary to apply for this school. And I'm realizing now that foolishly, I only applied to Howard University. But at the moment, I thought, you know, this is the place for me. This is all I got. This is all I want. So why not just apply, right? So I did it, and then February of 2012 came along, and I told myself I have to go. I said, Howard is it, so I gotta go. I purchased a one-way ticket from California to Washington, D.C. I boarded that plane on the 17th of February, and I arrived on the 17th of February here in Washington, D.C., And then I auditioned for the Howard University Department of Theater Arts on the 18th of February. And I sit here now on March 27th, 2012, still sitting in D.C. Um, and I didn't get into the school. I got into the department. The university, or the Department of Theater Arts wanted me, or wants me. But the university said no. And they said no because of high school transcripts and SAT scores. Now, I understand that my SAT scores were not as great as they could have been, and I'm not making excuses for those because they just weren't as great as they could have been, and I get that. I know that I did what I could do with the circumstances provided, but again, they weren't as great as they could be. And the transcripts are 5 years old. I graduated high school in 2007. It's 2012. I was 17 then. I'm 23 now. I have graduated many more times since then. I have evolved. I have changed. I am different, and that's that. So after finding out that I did not get into the university, I began an appeals process. I reached out to the people in admissions, the director of admissions, and some other folks, and offered up new information about myself and asked for an appeal. And I got news today, because I appealed a week or so ago, a week or two. And I got news today from the Office of Admissions that they were not going to change their decision, and that they suggested that if I still was interested in Howard University, I go to a JC or community college and then transfer in 2013 and start as a sophomore, which would put me at graduating in 5 years as opposed to 4, which I'm hearing is natural, but okay. And that would make me a year behind what I had planned. It's okay, though, because I think things change. But now I'm at a place where I'm asking myself, do you do what they suggest? Is it necessary? Is Howard necessary? Is Washington, D.C. necessary? Is the East Coast necessary? Do you take your black ass home? Or do you keep your black ass here? You know, these are questions that I'm asking myself. And I don't find any fault in asking questions. I don't. So this is where I'm at. Do I take the suggestion of everybody that I've discussed this with from the school and go to a community college for a year and then transfer into Howard as a sophomore? Or do I say, fuck it, and move to New York and just try it out, try this acting thing out without a degree? Or do I say, fuck that, and, you know, find a different college that has rolling admissions or that is not done accepting people and try there? Or do I go home? Do I hop back on a plane and go back to California and continue, pick my life up where I left it and start again? I don't know. I don't know where I'm at right now. I do know that a decision needs to be made real soon. I turned 23 in 4 days. And I don't know what I'm doing. And I am the loneliest I think I've ever been in my life. I moved to this new city. It's cold. And I don't mean cold as in temperature. I just mean cold as in that. It's cold. I'm lonely. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being lonely. I don't think I don't like the negative stigma attached to loneliness. I think loneliness is necessary at certain parts of your life. Yeah, I'm lonely. I don't feel like there are any people here who genuinely have my back. I take that back. There are a handful of people who I think genuinely have my back. So there are a handful of people who I think genuinely have my back, and then there is a slew of other people who are in my life that I think want a title in my life, but don't want to put in the work for that title. And I'm to a place now where I say, fuck you and your title. You can carry that title on wherever you're going to go, but you're not welcome here. So I'm at a place. What do I do? What do I decide to do with my life? I don't know. And I don't know if I really want other people's opinions on what I do with my life, because all that's done is confuse me. I had people tell me not to go to Howard because Howard's department for theater wasn't that great. Then I had people tell me that Howard was the only place to go. Then I had people tell me, why go to college when you can just do it without it? Why move to DC when you can stay in Los Angeles, the heart of the entertainment industry, and do it that way? Opinions are opinions, and everybody's gonna have them. Of course, I know that because, according to some of y'all, I'm the opinions king. Uh, but I don't know where I'm at. This video is 10 minutes long, so I'm gonna stop because I'm rambling. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Just wanted to share that with y'all and see what you think, and just share a piece of me right now at 5:20 p.m. on 3/27/2012. That's it. Y'all continue to be well, and I still love y'all even though I'm in a funky place right now. Au revoir.